Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Today we're going to talk about a different subject. We're going to talk about agroforestry. When we talk about forestry, people just think, these are the foresters that were trained at the Zimbabwe College of Forestry, and these are the foresters that plant trees, the gum trees and the pine trees, but not exactly. Um, you, the farmer, can be also a forester. In fact, you are a forester because in your field you can plant trees and crops at the same time, a thing which we call agroforestry. Agroforestry is the land use that combines trees and agriculture, the crops. It's the meeting point between pure agriculture and forestry. And the benefits of agriculture with the forestry, that's agroforestry, is that it's first of all it's environmental. You are looking after the environment, you are improving soil fertility, you are improving soil water retention, that means water conservation, and also you are improving biodiversity. And secondly, economic. You are enhancing the productivity of your land, and you're also diversifying your productivity of that land. So that's production diversity and also increasing the productivity of the land, which you call land husbandry. And also the benefits of agroforestry is social. It provides food, it provides fodder for the animals, and also provides the fuel, that is firewood for the farmer. So a farmer is also a forester. And then the types of agriculture with forestry, that's agroforestry, is first of all silver pasture, where you are mixing grazing for the animals and the trees. So grass is grown with the trees, and that means they call it silver pasture. You've got your trees growing, you also got your fodder and pasture growing together. Then you also got alley cropping, as is cropping of the trees with the in the intervals with the maize or with other crops. And that's what we call alley cropping. And also we got forestry farming, where we have together we were having crops under the trees, right under the trees. So this agroforestry is done mostly with crops that are shade tolerant. I mean shade tolerant means that crops that can withstand 50 to 70% of shade, because they'll be shaded by the trees. And when it rains, sometimes rain drops onto the crops, and there are crops that are tolerant. First of all, beans. There's one which is called HM 21.21/7, which is a type of bean that is grown for agroforestry, and also COD MLB 499. It's another, I think agriculturalists would know these types of beans that I'm talking about. And then you also going to get vegetables, the onions, the carrots, the runner beans, and the runner cucumbers also grow very well amongst trees. This is part of the agroforestry. And then you have maize. You can intercrop in the contours, and in contours you can have maize growing there. That's also part of agroforestry. And then you can also have sorghum and millet. These small grains are drought resistant, and they also sometimes thrive under the shade. And the legumes, like the temporary beans, the cowpeas, the bambara nuts, are also drought resistant, and they also do well under trees. And you can intercrop them with trees, you can grow them under the trees. That's part of agroforestry. Then you have trees like leucaena, which is also used as fodder. The leaves are taken out and the twigs, and then they're ground together or fed to the goats. Very nutritious. And then sometimes coffee, the Arabica coffee, the seedlings grow very well and exhibit stable growth under trees. So at the end of the day, sorry, there's something that went into my eye. Under trees, and then that's part of agroforestry. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we build up to the National Forest International Forest Day, which is the 21st, we will also be talking about agroforestry and all these things that we can do as farmers. It's not only foresters that do have trees. Also, you, the farmer, can have trees as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, the forester and the farmer, agriculture and forestry, we can also all respect the International Day of the Forest. Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you tomorrow for another video.